If coveting is a sin, one team here might need to ask for forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Tar Heels will get us started with the opening kickoff. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The give to the back. Oh, he's got a chance. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw again.
Smashes ahead. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Sends it back in motion. Dropping back, it's Underwood. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get in the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you could tell it's going to be a big part of the game.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Dances away to buy time. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And because of these last two plays, they really are putting their offensive coordinator in a tight position. There's not a lot of calls for third and long. After taking a sack on second down, now it's screen or draw. You're just getting the ball out of the quarterback's hands quickly and see if you can make a guy miss, go get a first down. But you got to give credit to the defense. Really nice job winning early in the possession. Now setting.
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
How about this defense coming out the gates? First drive, getting to the quarterback. They wanted to affect the quarterback, make him feel uncomfortable. Already 2 sacks on this first drive.
It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
He calls for the fair catch and makes it deep in his own end, and he might have been better off seeing if that ball would just trickle into the end zone. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The give to the left side. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got it behind the line. It's gone. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the stakes and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Tar Heels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the tailback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
When you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. Got it, looking for a first. Turning it on. Turning on the Jets. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Going for the big play. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Wolverines. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And the defense punches in it again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. Pittsburgh was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen in the Steel City over the years. A win, yes, but this one lacked style points. We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. On the option. To the ground with the back. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Now this is the way to come out of the gate and set the tone. Back and forth and already inside a minute to go in the first. Here's the give off the left side. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
The Tar Heels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Lopez to pass. Makes the catch. Oh, out of space. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. So 1st down here as they go back to work. He's going to take off. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. Everything in the playbook is open to me.
And the Tar Heels with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out of the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set. Make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
I love that play by the defense there. Hanging back, watching the QB's eyes. Great job in coverage on the back end, and then rallying to him when he decided to go try and run for it himself. And now this defense is set up 4th.
So here they come going for it on 4th and long. The aftershocks of that earlier sack still reverberating. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
And not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Wolverines can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass, it's Underwood. He's going for the big play. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there. And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Lost to fire on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. And the defense settled in to stop that before a short gain.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this: we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
The Tar Heels will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Finds his tight end. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. He's loose. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Wide open spaces. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Now improvising. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Keeps it and gets the first down. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Caught in the backfield, it's Haynes. Good throwing catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He makes the fair catch deep in his own end, and I get the criticism, but man, he probably wanted to at least save a few yards in field position. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Hold it, finds his man on the left. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. To the air on 2nd down. Buying some time. He'll get rid of it. Complete to the right. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Looking to throw on first down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking downfield, it's Baker. This time it's complete. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. It's a seam wide open. He works his way to the 23 before he goes out of bounds.
You don't get very many opportunities to finish the play with a quarterback. A lot of times they're protected so well nowadays, but when he's a ball carrier, it's fair game, and what a great job bringing the wood.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Grab near the sticks. It's Ship. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Makes the quick grab. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Baker. Got his man out of the backfield. Breaks the tackle. He stepped out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing, big turnover forced by the defense.
They'll run behind the big guys on the right. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. On the run, it's Haynes. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Extending the play. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
In the red area, it's Haynes. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very...
There we go. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Wolverines. And they take it in for 6 more points. You have to wonder what the defense was thinking there. I mean, he just gashed them all by himself.
Boy, and you think quarterback runs sometimes, but you can't think about it all the time. You got misdirection. There's so many things to look at. The quarterback can throw it, but when you got an athlete behind center that can do that, it's just frustrating. Too many things to try to stop.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. Ohio State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit. And did the Buckeyes ever do that? No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
And Kevin Connor's keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll move the wide receiver. He'll ride his man on the option. The give to the back. It's a running room. Oh, he's got some space. The 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, North Carolina. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Great offenses find a way to feature their playmakers. How about the creativity by the offense? Using the speedster, the wide receiver as the pitch man, and he kicks it into high gear and makes the huge, long touchdown run for this offense.
And the extra point is good as they close to within a touchdown, 24-17. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Dropping back, it's Underwood. Throws for the tight end.
Oh, really?
Got his man downfield. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Making great decisions. That's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Gerbach, and the guy, can't remember, drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Leaves it with the running back. There he goes! They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
The Wolverines are on the move. They'll give it to him again. And this offense went right back to the well, and this time the defense made sure it ran dry.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
With the catch, it's Haynes. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Offense gets set for second down. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Wolverines Didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Football with the run. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And this offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but 3rd down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggle to try to find a play to get someone open.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Dead center perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Here he comes with the return. And the returner will be dragged down. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Back to pass, it's Baker. Zings it complete to the right. Really nice gain, gets it out across the 20. It'll be a 1st down at the 22. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On 1st down from their own 22. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught over the middle, it's Johnson. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Tar Heels want to move quickly.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like, late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
So now it's 2nd and long. They just keep firing. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking to pass, it's Baker. It's complete to the left. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Off the RPO, complete. The Tar Heels pick up the 1st down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Quick strike complete.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Handoff from the gun. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Gets it out fast. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, UNC! Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now. I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Texas has a lead right now in Austin, but I'm not sure Bevo's feeling like this one's in the clear. This has been a nip-and-tuck affair all game. They're up by 10 over BYU. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Tight end now in motion. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Handoff to the lone back. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives, and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Got a 1st down. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact. And the Wolverines with the 1st and 10. Running behind that left side. Turning it on. Running through contact. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The run to the right. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
2nd and long here, but objective number 1, keep that clock moving. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Using his feet to buy time. Didn't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
And as a defense, that's all you can ask for. Give the ball back to your offense. Yes, you're still down. You gave them a chance. They got the football. They got some time left. Now can they put a drive together? Maybe go tie this game. Maybe go win this game. Great stop by this defense.
Slings it downfield. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
And the Tar Heels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Baker. Here's a heat. He'll try to do it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. Could tell the pressure starting to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football, and just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Right on the money. Turning on the Jets. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And how about the wide receiver coming through in a big moment? We haven't talked about it much. Kind of been a non-factor. Defense has done a great job. This game coming down to the wire, he makes a big play when they really need it.
They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.